boy, I just cannot stop talking about Ronda Rousey. Now we have new news that she stated that her next opponent will be the boxer who turned UFC MMA fighter, Holly Holm. She says that this is a scheduled fight for next year on January 2nd of 2016. And I'm even though I think, Holly Holm is definitely the striker out of all the girls, she has a legitimate chance to go toe to toe striking wise with Ronda. She has, I believe the last time I saw her, I think that was her, she only had one debut fight, right? I don't think she fought after that. I think she only had one fight in the UFC, and now she's going straight to Ronda. I think. I'm not sure. I don't remember her fighting again, because I remember her debut, and as she was impressive with her striking. However, she didn't finish. She wasn't all too impressive. You know what I mean? She still had a lot to learn. Especially the MMA factor. I mean, it was a lot of just striking with her. But Ronda, like I said, has those judo throws. And once she gets you, and Ronda will submit you. So, Holly Holm, how much experience? I mean, there is somewhat of a time. You got here until January. But I think Holly Holm, coming against Ronda right now, of course, I think it's more of, there's nobody else left. And Holly Holm, I know they wanted to groom her to fight Ronda, but I think you're just like, it's like Canelo versus Mayweather, right? Canelo was the big name. He's starting, he's kicking ass, but he just wasn't there yet. He still needed a few more fights before he fought Mayweather. And then when he fought Mayweather, he completely kind of just dropped the ball. However, I think this is the same situation with Ronda and Holly Holm. Holly Holm, is being groomed, and she's the name out there. She's going to be a rising star. However, she doesn't have the experience. She's not there yet. She's not there with to compete with Ronda, I believe, yet. Especially with the ground game. She needs. I don't know how good she is in the ground game, because when I saw her fight, she never really went to the ground. It was really more stand up. But I just think this. I'm excited. I'm excited. If they do, Ronda does, for some reason want to stand up with her. But I seriously doubt it. Even though I think Ronda would probably. Ronda is getting more impressive with her striking as she gets, as she grows every single fight. Ronda has just been getting better. Holly Holm, that's all she has going for her is her boxing skills, is her striking skills. I don't know if she could handle the ground. I don't think so. I mean, it just, it's amateur versus a professional. That's what it is. Holly Holm, I'm not saying Holly Holm's an amateur. Of course, she's a world-class champ on her boxing. However, when you're in MMA, you're an amateur because you need all the fundamentals, and I don't think she has all the fundamentals. So, of course, I'm going to say Ronda Rousey is going to win this fight. Of course, I'm going to say Ronda Rousey is going to judo throw her ass or something like that. She's going to get her to the ground, and she'll probably submit her. It'll be like that Brock Lesnar thing. Remember when Brock Lesnar fought Frank Mir? So, I'm excited for the fight. I'm excited because you still never know what's going to happen. Maybe Holly Holm, when Ronda comes in close, it only takes one punch to knock your ass out. You just need that one punch. So, of course, everybody's going to say, well, Holly's going to rely on her boxing skills, her striking skills to defeat Ronda. But then, everybody's going to say, well, even if Ronda doesn't go with the striking, she has the ground game, she has the judo throws, she has the submissions. And most likely, everybody's going to place their bet on Ronda. But I'm still excited. This is a new opponent. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully, it lasts at least through the first round. I doubt it. I think this is actually the one fight where I think I'll say it's gonna be a fast one again. I think it makes more sense to go Miesha Tate first and then maybe Holly Holm, as Holly Holm gets a few more fights in. But that's my opinion. So let me know what you guys think. Are you guys excited for Ronda Rousey versus Holly Holm? And do you think Holly has a legitimate chance? Do you think she definitely is I think she's the underdog. Oh, something fell. Huh. I think she's the underdog, but she might have a legitimate chance. So thank you guys for listening, and subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you like it, and comment below, and I'll answer all your questions. Because UFC, baby, let's get it on. Dana Man, aka Daniel Sons out.